Okay, volume 6 of the Bible story, and we are at part 2, story 10, well, working together. Okay, as word spread that the wall of Jerusalem were going to be rebuilt at last, the dead city came to life. New hope filled every heart. Ever since the first captive had returned from Babylon, people were talking about doing the job, but always it had been put off to some other time. It would take too long. There was so much else to do first, and always there was no money. Sounds like my life sometimes. Now a man had come among them, saying, "It can be done, and let's do it now." And everybody caught his spirit and yearned to spring into action. As Nehemiah went about the city, he kept on talking courage to everyone he met, whether priest, noble, ruler, or one of the rest that did the work. To every doubter he would say, "Of course we can do it. You'll see, God is with us. He will help us. If everybody does his best, we'll have this wall up in no time." No doubt people smiled at him, but all in the same, they believed him, and pretty soon everybody was asking, "What can I do to help?" It just shows what one man with courage and purpose can do. In no time at all, Nehemiah had everything organized and ready to go. He planned he planned was a splendid one. He divided up the wall into sections, giving one portion to one group or family and another portion to another group or family. This way, everybody had something to do and was responsible for some particular part of the wall. The day the work began was an exciting one. As soon as a good example to the rest of the people, Elisha, 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 Eliashib, Elisha, the high priest, led his brethren, the priests, to the sheep gate and started working there. Then, next upon him, building the men of Jericho. Then next unto him build the men of Jericho, and next to them build Zachar, the son, or Zachar, Zaccur, the son of Imri, Imri. The fish gate did the sons of Hanessa, HassenAAh, built, yeah, Hanessa. Next upon them repaired Mermoth, and next unto them repaired Meshulam. That's what it says. Meshulam, Muslim, and next to them repaired Zadok, Zadoc, and next unto them the Tekoites, Tekoites repaired, and next to them repaired Melada, Melata. Melatia. Melata. Hmm. Ugh, funny name. And next to him repaired um, Ezra, and then dots for the goldsmith. So the family of Ezra was goldsmith, and of the goldsmiths. Next to him also repaired Hananiah, Hananiah, the son of one of the apothecaries. Yeah, it says Hananiah. And next unto them repaired Ref, Ref, Rephaniah, Rephahiah, the son of Hur, and the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. So this is the son of Hur. Every time I see her, I think of Ben-Hur, the movie. Okay. Let me get the ruler of half part of Jerusalem. And next to him repaired Shallum, the son of Halohesh, Halohes, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, he and his daughters. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shallun, or Shalun, 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 unto the stairs that go up and down from the city of David. And it was all around the city, priests, rulers, doctors, bookkeepers, mechanics. Yes, it says mechanics. M-E-C. Yeah, mechanics. Everybody was busy, doing his best. Old men, young men, mothers, daughters, all did their, and then it stops. And yes, it says a Paul Remy right there. And it's a 2-pager work. And it looks blurry. It's not my camera. It's just the way this guy paints. And the way the book was printed. Okay. All did their part. And I am sure that all the boys and the girls were fetching and carrying and doing all they could to help. Some work harder than others. It is said of Barak, Baruch, the son of Zabbi, Zabbai, Zabbi, Zabbai, that he earnestly repaired his piece of the wall, but a few, as usual, refused to do anything. Of the Techanes, Techanites, the record says, their nobles put not their necks into work for the Lord. In other words, they were slackers. But with so many people working so happily and eagerly, it wasn't long before the walls began to take shape. Some mixed mortar, others lifted stones, and still others saw to it that they were set in the right place. Meanwhile, the less skilled people brought more and more materials of one kind and another to the building site. No doubt each of the group had half an eye on the next group to see how fast it was getting along, and I wouldn't be be surprised that there was quite a little competition to see which group would build the most wall in a day. I'm sure, too, that they helped each other when things got difficult, as perhaps when one of the larger stones was too big for one family to move. As for Nehemiah, he was carrying here and there, radiating courage, cheering everybody on. Not in not in many years, not too many, had the people of Jerusalem been so busy or so happy. And the most wonderful thing about it all was the fact that the job didn't that couldn't have been done was being done right before their eyes. The walls of the city were going up at last. Then it has a picture of them, of some guy pointing at the walls. It looks like it goes up to the top, but it's just a little one. The rest of it is just sky. Okay. And it's break. So that was the end of part 2, story 10. And like I said, it's break. And I'm going to break and then be back in a minute.